Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, and welcome to Natique in Elk Grove, California, and NatiqueYarns.com for our live video on Saturday, April 1st. We will try to keep the shenanigans to a minimum because we know not everybody thinks that pranks and jokes are funny. So, like, the little things that we've done around the store are just silly, cutesy things, not, like, pranks.
Yeah. Really only did one thing.
Oh, I thought you didn't put the hat on.
Not yet.
Lamb. I was going to have you show.
We have a funny looking little kid back there, though.
But yeah, we have a, mismatched shoes, a hat, a cape, and a cowl, and a tutu. Which I feel like that's not really a practical joke. That's just how kids dress themselves.
Sometimes, yeah.
Pick whatever they feel like wearing today is what's happening. So if you let them pick, that's what you're going to get.
Yep.
My stepdaughter used to always try to put on the clothes that didn't fit anymore. If she picked out stuff herself. I'm like, how did you find the one pair of pants that I missed that don't fit you? To where she was like walking around like a cowboy that just got off of bull riding. I'm like, why are you walking? The first time she did it, I'm like, why are you walking like that? Walk normal. And she...
Okay, my pants are too tight.
Attempted to walk normal, and I'm like, why are you walking like that? Can you walk normal? And she's like, oh, I can only walk like this. I said, why? She's like, because my pants pull right here. And I'm like, it's because they don't fit. That means you can't have these pants anymore. And we get home and you check, and of course, she's like 7, but there were tears over a pair of jeans that were nothing special, but she was heartbroken that she had to give up that pair of jeans.
Well,
they were literally,
if they're your favorites,
gonna like cut off circulation in her leg. But we were sad to see them go. I'm like, no, why are there tears over pants?
While we're doing all this, Danielle keeps texting us. So we're like trying to scroll. Sorry, we're live.
You can just ignore them.
I know.
Interrupt it.
I know, they don't interrupt it, but it's funny because they keep popping up. So Danielle's still active, don't worry.
She is shopping for the store now, so that's why we're getting 10 million text messages. She's sending us stuff about the stuff she's getting. There's a piece of pencil lead on the counter, and I don't want it to get on the yarn, so hold on. There. Okay, so today is giveaway grand prize day. So if you haven't been watching, from the 16th through the 31st of March, you could get entries into this grand prize drawing for the Noro Heart Scarf Kit. This is one of the kits that we have available through the amazing dropship program, where you order it from us and then they send it straight to you. It includes 4 skeins of Noro carry-on in the background color or main color, and then 1 skein of your contrast color in that beautiful springy palette. And you were entered by every purchase you made during that time frame, whether it was big or small, whether it was online or in person. Every time you check out is an entry. So then we will come over to our handy dandy wheel of names.
Our beautiful wheel of names.
Right, with our beautiful Natique logo in the middle. I love that. This is one of the things I love about cookies, is that as long as we don't delete the cookies, I don't have to reload the logo. It's just there forever. So let's click and see who our lucky winner is.
Not dizzying at all.
Well, yeah, it depends on which part you stare at.
Sharon Van Horn. Woo!
So Sharon is local, so she's going to have the easy task of stopping by the boutique anytime, Tuesday through Saturday, from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. to pick up her prize. And since they included this lovely little bag with the kit, I'm just going to put your prize in the bag so that it's ready to knit. Just add needles.
Congratulations, Sharon.
our daily prize. Just requires checking a couple boxes here. There we
Getting
go.
everything set up.
And then we have a fun pairing. I like this because this gives me ideas. This is the Reflexion Cowl by Boss Lady. Originally designed with this like lace weight carry along with sequins and a sport or DK weight yarn. We've paired it with this really soft skein of an alpaca bamboo blend and this mohair silk in kind of a self-striping colorway. So you'll hold the two yarns together. And it just makes me think, I'm like, oh, mohair ombre one ply.
That's going to be really pretty, whoever gets that.
And how you get entered into the daily drawing is by interacting with our video. So if you react to the video with all of these lovelies down here, then you get 1 entry per reaction. If you comment on the video, you get 5 entries per comment. And then if you share the video, I have a feeling it's going to misbehave today. Oh, it's good. Okay. Share to your stories, to your friends, wherever you share it, you just have to come back to that day's video and comment shared to and where. And then you're going to get 11 entries per share. And then we will come over to our comment picker, which is based off of the previous day's video. And we'll see who our lucky winner is. Oh, Charlotte.
Charlotte Robbie Peters. And it said, congrats.
Which is so funny, because you know how we're always like, which last name do we put it under?
Yeah.
That's not the last name I know. Like, none of that is the name that I know her by. So I'm just going to put, Charlotte, I'm just putting you where I know that I will be able to find your prize when you come in.
Where would that be?
Under you for Molly.
Okay. I'm like, because I won't be able to find it then. And to pick up your prizes, if you're local, come by the store and say hi and let us know you have a prize in the cabinet, and we'll pull it out for you. If you're not local, then just go ahead and let us know in your next order that you have a prize in the notes, comments area, and we will put it with your order. Send it on out.
I did not click on the correct thing this morning. There we go. Now we're talking.
There's our wool wall.
I love all those big flowers.
I do too. I use them every year.
Okay, so now we have the fun part of what are we talking about today, which is one of our favorite like staple yarns. And I'm going to show you guys my finished project first, because I can only show you guys today because I'm giving it to them tonight. So this was like a hurry up and get it done because I was going to see her today. So you guys know I keep talking about the baby blankets that I need to finish. And it's done.
Oh, it's nice. And there's a letter Z right there.
So I took
There you can see it better
the
now.
blanket pattern by Tin Can Knits, and it already had this garter stitch block in it. So then I used Excel because I didn't have any graph paper, and just colored in the squares to create a Z shape for my grid. And then I knew which stitches to do in garter and which stitches to do in stockinette to make the Z. I opted to do the Z for their last name because then if they have more babies,
Everyone can use
carry
it.
the blanket along. And it is a boy, but their theme was like woodland animals for the baby's room. So I was like, oh, we'll do this pretty gray green. Literally had Danielle order more Rios because I wanted this color and we were out of it.
It's very
So,
cute.
Voila!
And you did this on the machine?
I did the whole center on the machine, and then I picked up and hand knit the border. You could do the entire thing on the machine, but I did not want there to be like that little straight line that would be here from having the garter this way and then picking up and going this way. I wanted it to have little diagonal raglan corners, so I just did little mitered corners instead.
Very cute. What a lucky kid.
So this is going to get wrapped up, tucked in a gift bag, and handed off today.
Yay.
Rios is so soft.
And it's washable, which is another
Yeah,
great thing for
machine
baby
wash
blankets.
And dry, it actually, because it's a superwash wool, it actually does better to put it in the dryer.
Mm-hmm.
Because when it gets wet, it goes from this big to this big, and
Yeah.
you kind of panic for
Stretches
a minute,
a little.
and then you stick it in the dryer, and it sucks back in. So the dryer is essential, and that's good for something like a baby blanket because
Yes.
mom's not going to have time to
Hand wash it.
those flat to dry things, so you
No.
want something throw and wash in the dryer. But the yarn is so soft that not only is it going to be good for the baby blanket, we've all made sweaters out of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good everything yarn. Like, that's why it's like a staple to the yarn family.
Yes.
And Rios is a worsted weight 210 yards per skein of 100% superwash merino wool. Thank you, everyone.
And it's
I
super
really
soft.
enjoyed making that.
About how many skeins did you use?
That was almost all of 4. Like, I kept
That's
doing
not bad.
one more increase repeat on the border, going, does that ball look big enough to do 2 more rounds? Does that ball look big enough to do 2 more rounds? And a bind off.
That's not bad for 4 skeins.
Yeah, 4 skeins.
That's awesome.
I did not, because it's a baby blanket, I did not gauge. I have no idea what my gauge is. I'm pretty sure it's not the size that the pattern says. I don't think it matters. I
Doesn't.
don't think the baby cares. I don't think mom cares. It's soft and cuddly and pretty, and that's all that matters. Lisa, with this one, I just literally stuck it in the washer and dryer. I didn't do anything particularly fancy to it. I did try, I'm babysitting 2 cats and a llama right now, and I did try putting it in one of those, those sidekick washer drawers, because their washer has that. It would not get all the soap back out of it, so then I just put it in the regular, front load.
It works.
On the gentlest cycle, and it was fine. Because I'm like, the soap is not coming out of this. This is a problem. Yes, a llama. I'll post a picture on the Collectiflate because he's very pretty.
so when you see him.
Okay, so this first color is Cereza. It's a really pretty tonal blue-red. You can see it gets a little more cranberry in the darks and a little more like cherry in the highlights.
Yeah,
Oh,
this is a
yes,
good one.
Danielle, and hummingbirds. Oh my gosh, I'll post pictures of that too, because they're mesmerizing. I took a bunch of pictures yesterday of the little stinkers who were like, get away from my feeders. They were mad that I was standing there. But yes, it feels like there's 3,000 of the little guys. There's so many of them.
Can't count them because they're too fast.
Yeah. They do have a little swing that they sit on sometimes, which is really cute.
Oh.
Then if you want more of kind of a brick red with just a little bit of a rusty tone to it, this Ciebo, not sure, would be a perfect one. This is one of their solids, so you can kind of see the shading in this one versus this is more of all the same shade. So they kind of have 2 styles of dye techniques. And then they also have variegated, but of the solid colors, there's tonal and there's solid. Then for our orange people, we have living coral.
I love that color. I have my sweater out of that one.
This one, their tag is upside down. So So it's like, go that way. Oh, Patty, on your end, the colors look almost alike. They're close, but
They're
this
very
one's
close.
definitely a little more brick and more kind of matte in the way the color is because of the solid versus the tonal kind of gives it almost a sheen, and it's just the depth of the color. Then we've got a really pretty gold. This is 643 Dunas.
The camera's making it look more green gold, but
It does have a little bit of a greenish tint to it. Like this is like a dusty frank ochre because it doesn't have the brightness of the ochre, but it still has that slightly green gold tint to it.
Good morning.
Then this is a very popular kind of springy mint color. This is a water green. You can see this is kind of the tonal. It gets a little brighter here, a little darker here, but very soft, light color. Really, really good stitch definition on this one. I can actually show you because we have our souffle pattern knitted up out of it.
Yeah, the stitch definition is amazing with this.
This one is a really fun cable pattern that is reversible, so you can see, if I kind of pull it like this, you can see the two different looks to the scallop design. This is technically the right side, but because both sides are beautiful, it doesn't really matter how it lays when you wear it. And I believe we have an on-demand class for this one too. So if you've never done cables, souffle would be a great project to learn how to do cables. And you only need 1 to 2 skeins depending on what size you're making out of this luscious yarn. So that's souffle and water green. This next one is the color I knitted my blanket out of, so you guys know exactly what that one knits up like too. This is 725 Chris with a K. It's this really pretty teal green with these slate gray and silver highlights, so you get just a little bit of variation, but not so much as to make it to where you can't do any detail in your project. Like the Z may be a tiny bit subtle in mine, but it still totally shows, so it was worth it.
Yeah, it comes out beautiful.
Susan, I'm not getting any links. Is there like a lag? Or are they not working?
These two would be pretty together.
Oh, there's one. Okay. Serious delay apparently on the technology, but look how cute this shawl is. So this one is technically DK weight, but it's a shawl. It doesn't matter. You can basically just, like, I would just get 1 extra skein. So this takes 4, do 5, and then you can follow the pattern exactly, or you could probably even start this lace detail, like stop it early if you didn't want to make it as big.
It's a deep detail, neat pattern.
Yeah, it's got this really pretty rib and then this kind of like woven block lace. And then it finishes out with that rib, which has, is there a good close-up of it? Because there's a little, like, diagonal texture detail in that, too. And they used, with DK weight, they used a 4, so with worsted weight, I would use, like, a 7 or an 8.
Yeah.
Here's the pattern that I used. This is Malt by Tin Can Knits. So you can kind of see a little bit of that garter stitch block in the corner here. I like their little sketch, so they show you that like the border's garter, and then there's this little garter block to give you an idea of what the blanket ends up with, because they just did lots of cute pictures of the kiddos wrapped up in it. Yeah, they said 30 by 32. I'll have to measure mine. I'm pretty sure mine's more like maybe 30 by 36. I think mine came out a little bit longer. But again, it doesn't matter.
It makes me want to make a blanket.
Okay.
Especially with all the colors.
Oh, I just saw this one yesterday. Oh my goodness. This is super cute. This would be one skein each of your colors, but really fun cowboy cowl with stripes and ferrule, maybe some slip stitches for this part, ribbing on the edge, and you get this super cute cowboy cowl.
That would be nice.
And then one more, and I'll show you guys a bunch more colors. This is Shake a Tail Feather. That's cute. This one would even be fun to get like 3 shades, like you could do like the 2 reds and the orange, and then do a neutral for the background and just do like a third, a third, a third.
That would be really pretty.
And that one has, looks like it has a great size range from 35 1/4 to 67 1/4. See, they understood the assignment.
Yep.
Make it for everyone.
Yeah, it would be pretty with these 3 and then like an off-white.
Yeah.
That would be stunning.
Like this one. Ivory.
Yes.
Kind of a creamy golden neutral. So ivory with those 3. Look how pretty that would be.
Gorgeous.
I sense a sweater in your future. Okay, there are lots more colors, so let me just slide these up here because there's lots more. There is this gorgeous deep water teal green called Aguas. You can see more like deep blue over here, but the highlights are a little bit more like olivey green. This color always reminds me of those like deep ocean pictures where they show it with the sunlight just kind of streaking through the water in those thin little lines. Then we have a gorgeous soft blue. I love this one too. This is aquamarine.
That's my birthstone, so I should make something out of this.
You should. It's got a little bit of like almost periwinkle here, but the sky blue here, more of a powder blue, all mixed together into this gorgeous subtle shade. Another one that, while slightly variegated, is still subtle enough for good stitch definition on your projects.
Okay, we have a lot of that. Well, not a lot, but enough.
Enough that,
enough that I can share.
One other person could get sweater quantity, and there would be no fighting at the end. Then a beautiful cobalt blue. Matisse blue. This is like bedtime, but Malabrigo style. You've got the really rich deep tones and then the brighter highlights. This is a color that we basically try to always keep in stock because it's always a winner.
And it's one of Boss's favorites. I just love this. It's like a turquoise and then got like a purple in there. Oh, so pretty.
Okay, then this is fun. This is like if origami were knit. This cowl, look at it all folded up.
Ooh.
Like it's got all these little folds to it that makes it look very geometric.
I made a little purse that's a little square that folds like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be cool. Okay.
2 skeins.
I might need to do one of those.
Really cool technique. Like this is one of those that you do just because you're like, I want to see how they did it. Like here's one not so folded up. So it's like stockinette here, reverse stockinette here, but there's something going on with these ridges that are pulling it in like welts or something.
Okay, send me that one.
Get the pink one.
Look at that. Oh, see? That is really...
All right.
You can just display it, that's all.
Right? Like that one's one that you're like, I can't put that away in the closet. I'm going to need to look at that forever.
Thank you.
And if you're not a cowl wearer, there's a scarf version.
Oh, cool.
And that one would take 3 skeins, because the scarf, of course, is a little longer.
Oh, how neat,
Look at
though.
the blue one.
It just comes out so neat. Yeah, that's really cool.
That's a really cool piece. Total work of art on that one. Yabane scarf or cowl.
Nice job, Susan.
Then, oh, this is a cute sweater. Ayami by Isabel Kramer. It has this beautiful little cable detail at the top.
That's pretty. That would be pretty with how it's variegated, like they show.
Oh, here's a good close-up.
Yeah.
You can see the little skinny 1x1 type slip stitches or cables going on here. The big cable in the middle. That's really pretty. Ooh, this person did a little contrast color on their cuff and neckline. That's super cute. And that one has sizes from 36 to 65. And Isabel Kramer's another one that we're kind of partial to on the garment designs. Her stuff's always really well done.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do some more colors. So I've got lots more colors. This gorgeous kind of rhubarb pinky purple called Hollyhock.
Another favorite.
Right? I mean, there's just really no bad colors in Rios.
Yeah.
Then more of what one would refer to as a Danielle pink. This is magenta. It's got that kind of beet pink going on, but then it has these highlights that are a little more like orchid because they've got a touch of purple, and then shadows that are a little bit mauve-y. So you're getting that really rich depth of color.
That's pretty.
I mean, that sweater that I was talking about doing like a third, a third, a third with 3 colors.
There you go.
Add fuchsia into the lineup. Fuchsia.
Oh, that's
In
a good
that
pink.
beautiful bright pink, and I mean, look at that. Like
That's
I
a
would
good
put
pink.
this. I would do it this way, like
Mm-hmm.
brighter pink at the top, darker at the bottom. Wouldn't that be a gorgeous sweater?
Quick, make one.
Right? Excuse me while I go knit. can totally whip that up in the next hour, right? I would like to say I am that fast of a knitter, but that would not be true, so we will not attempt it. I'm going to move a couple of these up to make room because there's lots more goodness to be had. This soft blush color called Almond Blossom.
That's cute.
The tag's on a little crazy sometimes. There we go. It's a soft pink with just the slightest coral leaning. Like it's like a really light flamingo. Yeah, you guys can. Kathy's laughing because I think they can hear you going, oh.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh.
I love Rios. Their colors are so vibrant and so pretty.
This is the color of your sweater, I think.
Yes, this one is.
Is Valentina, more of like a lavender pink. It's got just the slightest hint of purple to it. Then this was one that was exciting to be able to get back in because we haven't seen it in a very long time. This is Fog, which is this really pretty silver pewter with a slight violet leaning. Like you can really kind of see the
it's really showing
shadows there, very purpley.
On the screen.
Kathy, it's your favorite yarn too?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be a beautiful combo. Or like for that that Farrell one with the ombre and do the ombre and the yoke and make this your background color. Would that not be gorgeous? Or if you've never done Farrell and would like to try your hand on something a little smaller.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
Spring in the Macon hat would just take 2 colors. 1 skein of each would give you plenty. And look at the cute little flower pattern.
That's super cute.
1 skein of each would really give you enough to make 2. Like you could do reverse and do your first hat red and pink, and then your other hat pink and red. That would be super cute. Alright, I do have a couple more colors and then probably 1 more pattern to show you guys. All depends on how cooperative the lag is going to be out here. It's resistant today, the technology. Then one of the really pretty solids, this kind of soft caramel chocolate color, Lonja.
Coffee. That's what my coffee looks like.
That's in the category of what I would refer to as would you like some coffee with your cream.
Right. Or just keep putting stuff in there, flavors in there until I can't taste the coffee.
No. No. It should still taste like coffee.
I don't know.
Killing me. Okay, see, this is more like what my coffee looks like.
Mm-hmm.
This is cocoa.
That's a really pretty brown.
Which has, it has these really pretty shimmery shades of the light and dark. So you get this really, really rich color. Seriously, this is what my coffee looks like. I don't usually put any milk or creamer in my coffee anymore. I put a little bit of the sugar-free syrup to kind of tone down, essentially to tone down the acidity. Plus, who doesn't like a little flavor? And then that's it. I'm done. That's all I'm adding. Oh, this would be great. I haven't seen this petite knit one.
Oh.
The Ingrid slip over.
I think my mother-in-law did that one.
Oh.
It came out really great, and she did it in Rios, and I think she did it in the
cocoa.
brown.
Really pretty seed stitch.
Super cute.
Diamonds, ribbing, little eyelets between each section. I mean, look how cute it is on. Here's a lighter color.
That is very cute.
And they double-stranded to get worsted, but with Rios, you would just use it all by itself and be good to go. And it has sizes from a 41 to a 66.25.
No.
Oh, wait. Well, see, that's weird because she's got vest circumference here. Oh, designed to fit is up here.
Okay, got it.
So essentially she's saying like recommended like 9 to 11 inches of positive ease based on that, but do what you like.
Yeah.
And then one last one, this 3-season cardigan. If you're a lover of cables, this is amazing. Oh, and there's even a little bit of lace on the side here.
Wow.
This is one of those that's like, it's a labor of love project, but it is so gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when you're done, you're never going to want to not wear it. Like, this will become a staple sweater. And it has sizes from 40 to 75.
That's really cute.
All right.
And we do have a few more colors, but we it's too much in one thing.
We could do a whole other video on Rios on Tuesday to show you guys all of the colors we have, which is true of Cosette from yesterday too. We have a lot of yarn in here, my friends. If you didn't see a color you love and are looking for something, it's always a good idea to reach out and to go on natiqueyarns.com, look at the thumbnails of the colors. We will see if we can't find you the right color. But look at that gorgeous array of goodness. And again, machine wash, dry, easy care, worsted weight for quick knits, 210 yards of skein. Like, how could you go wrong? You can't.
Matches your sweater.
It does.
Almost. Yeah.
My sweater is not worsted, but it gives you an idea of how you can play with color. So that's always a good thing. I love playing with color, as you guys know. All right, let's move on to talking about upcoming classes, and then we'll do what are we wearing, and then we'll open the boutique.
Here's our sock wall, where we started.
I love all the fun socks. One can never have too many socks. So to start things off, on Tuesday, April 11th, and then part 2 will be on the 25th, we have the Cobalt Comet Cowl out of fingering weight yarn. This was done with 1 skein of smushy cashmere in one of the planned pooling colorways. This is one of our Natique exclusives. The colorway is also Cobalt Comet. In class, we're going to teach you how to do the garter tab to get started, how to do the increased shaping for the triangular shape, and then how to do this lace design in the pooling color. And in class 2, we'll teach you to join it in the round without twisting it into some sort of, oh dear, what is that? And then talk about how the pattern changes, and then how to bind off nice and loose so that your edge is not flippy. Then on Friday, April 14th, we have the Flor to Jade Cowl. This one is for people who want a little bit quicker knit. This one is bulky weight yarn. We used Malabrigo Noventa. It is a little 1x1 cable design on a background that's stockinette with little garter ridges for just enough interest and a way to learn a fun new stitch. Then on Saturday, April 15th, we'll start this super cute tee class. This is the Cumulus scoop necked tee, where you have lots of fun techniques, great for a beginner, like first sweater. So difficulty rating, we gave confident beginner because you can do it. There's a split hem, there's some waist shaping, there's short rows to create this little scoop neck. So we'll teach you all of those techniques in class.
I got my yarn yesterday for this.
And that one's worsted, so you could even do it out of Rios. Like, it was originally done out of Cumulus, but there's nothing that says you can't do a Rios one.
Yeah.
There's nothing that says you can't knit 3 of them.
Nope.
Then on Tuesday, April 18th, we have our Instant Gratification Scarf class. This is a $5 class because it is a fun, fast, easy one where you're going to learn how to do this really fun garter stitch scarf that starts at a tiny point, increases out, and then decreases back down with a little I-cord edging.
Super easy. I've made 4 of those, and I
4 now?
I have more yarn that I'm gonna do some other solids.
There is, we'll go this way because your other one is over here. But there is, at this point, I don't think there's a single yarn on Ravelry that doesn't have that scarf knit out of it. Every time I'm looking at projects, I'm like, oh look, another one. Oh, look, another one. Like, has anybody besides me not knit one of that scarf? And last but not least, on Friday, April 21st, is Karen's Foremost Shawl. Another good beginner-friendly project teaching you guys how to do this stockinette with garter ridge pattern. A little bit of increasing, and that's it. Nothing too crazy. And this is a 1 skein wonder. This is only 220 yards of worsted weight yarn, which means you could use Rios.
Mm-hmm.
You could get
one
2
in every
skeins
color.
to make it bigger if you want. Like, the world is your oyster. Oh, good. Kathy, you haven't either? Okay.
We'll get you one. Don't worry.
We'll fix that. Because you can really do that out of anything. That's why everybody's knit one. Because it's like that 1 skein of yarn that you're like, this is really pretty, and I don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't have to
1
be
quick scarf.
a little
Check.
thin thing. Yeah.
All right, so on to what are we wearing? I'm wearing my Graphica pullover. This is a pattern by Casapinka that's DK weight using 2 colors in the pattern, but I used mini skeins and every
It's
stitch
pretty.
pattern changed colors because why not? Like, if you love color, have fun with it.
That's really cute. It's all pretty much all stockinette. You know, there's no like purling or anything, but the color changes. Yeah.
Edges. Patterns written with a long sleeve or short sleeve option. I'm generally warm all the time, so short sleeve option was the best bet.
That is so cute.
Melanie, absolutely. The background color on mine actually is merino cloud. So yes, yes, and yes. Can even throw some beaded silk and see. All right, let me show you guys what Karen is wearing.
Let me get my other one on. I have
Your
2
sweater
things
back
today.
on. And being camera person makes us hot, so we always end up having to strip our sweaters.
Yes.
So your sweater is Carabe?
Something like that.
Carabe? I don't know.
Yeah. And this was out of Rios.
In that beautiful Valentina colorway.
Yes. It's just a little shawl collar. Nothing.
It's got that fabulous contiguous sleeve design, though, for how the sleeves are increased, which just makes it fit so much better.
Yeah, I really like this one.
And then your scarf is...
May I borrow this, please? Yes. That's what it's called. And this is 2 skeins of the Riley.
Okay, so 2 skeins, so about 400 yards of worsted, which would mean 2 skeins of Rios.
And it just has little, a couple little different things in it.
Garter stitch, eyelets, some slip stitches.
Yeah.
Repeat. Nothing too crazy.
I just love the colors.
And then we'll get Shushin to come out.
Maybe.
Maybe. I hear her. I hear her moving.
She's coming.
That's still too long. She froze up. Like the Tin Man.
That's no joke.
We'll oil you later.
Okay.
I forgot about this one. Like, I really didn't
Oh.
remember that you finished it.
Yeah, this is Danielle's shallops pattern, only I used worsted weight. I'm trying to show you the little edge.
Oh, yeah.
And my fingers is frozen too.
We kind of write that up as a...
That one's really cute.
The little pleat, that's the word. So it was gonna be a poncho, but you know, I haven't
She hasn't picked her
together.
buttons.
That's okay.
any buttons or something, so
It's like a little blanket.
yeah, it is. Did I argyle? I don't know.
No,
Nope.
yours didn't Argyle.
Mm-mm. It's pretty.
There you go. You never know what you're gonna get with argyle.
Variegated.
I like that.
You too could do one. A little bit of seam stitch on the bottom too.
Yeah.
Just so it didn't curl there.
I love seed stitched.
I don't remember how many skeins I'd have to weigh it, 3 or 4.
It's pretty.
I don't know.
We need to write that up.
Yeah. Up to it.
Yeah, I know. I voluntold myself.
I get to chop you.
Okay. Just this once. Okay. All right, you guys. That's going to be it. We will pull your orders. Get ready to open the store. We have all skills from 12 to 2 today. And then we'll see you guys all again live on Tuesday. Have an amazing day. Bye.
Bye.